Good morning, collective. How's everybody doing? This is Wednesday, August 25th, around 5 a.m. I don't know why, but I'm up early. I'm super tired, but after this reading, I think I'll have a little bit of breakfast, some oatmeal or something, or cereal, and go back to sleep. I hope everybody's doing well. I wish you peace, blessings, love, and light. All the abundance that the divine and heavenly spirit has in store for you. Everything that is your divine birthright is what I wish and pray for you. Today, today I have plans to just rest all day because yesterday I deep cleaned my entire home. Well, not the entire thing, that would have killed me. I did a lot today. I was purging and moving stuff around and vacuuming around everything. I moved my furniture around in the living room for energy, just to change the energies. It was a good feeling energy, but it was just starting to look a little like just thrown together, and I got a lot of stuff put away and thrown away, and yeah, so, and I got one of my spare rooms kind of sorted out a little bit so that I can move around in there and get to stuff more easily, get to things more easily. Yeah. And it created a really great energy because it created a flow, and everything when I moved in, and then brought stuff home from my fifth wheel, I had it all in boxes and totes, and I had to kind of go through each one and see what was in what and what could get stacked on top of what and combine things, yada yada. So, and then I found some stuff that I really wanted to use, so things that have good energy. So anyway, I feel like the divine feminine energies are moving through that portal. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. There's a card. And sorry about last night's video, if anybody cares. It got cut off, but we were pretty much at the end. And I thought about finishing it after I went to sleep, and I just set the cards aside exactly how they were. And I thought about finishing it this morning, and I didn't. I got really busy, so it was it wound up that, someone in the end, someone, um, I I didn't clarify the chariot in the reverse, but I did realize when I played it back that I had, I think that was those three cards or something that, oh, anyway, the bottom three, was the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Strength card. And I think I laid them out backwards to how they came out. Um, they were kind of all right behind each other. And I'm in my room again because I just woke up. And I moved all my stuff around in the living room yesterday, so I haven't gotten my new setup all set up out there yet. And I don't know when I'll do that. But it seems to be in the middle of the night. Like, remember someone rang my doorbell? Well, I kind of found out what that was, and I think you all know. um, yeah, it was my doorbell, and I didn't race to go look or anything. So, of course, by the time I got there, they were gone. But I did figure it out through the course of the day, and um, interesting. It was interesting. But everything was fine. Everything was fine. And I think it was also not not just because it was a person uh, ringing my doorbell. It was um, someone trying to keep me stuck and bound, kind of like I feel like they're breadcrumbing me and, trying to keep me stuck and stagnant. Yeah. Um, until they get rid of somebody that is in their life, I found out. Um, Somebody's trying to keep me on hold and stagnant and waiting for them. That is not going to work. It's not going to work. But it's trickery, it's manipulation, and, God bless them, bless their heart, because they're in a stressful situation. And they love my sanctuary to escape it. And I've somewhat found out, when you ask someone a question, if they don't answer you, no answer is an answer. Keep that in mind. But somebody in somebody else's life, I think things happen like this for me, yeah. Um, so that I can share it with you, because things happen to so, to bring me clarity that I can bring to you, speaking through or being a conduit for the Holy Spirit to bring messages to the collective. What else do we need to know, Spirit? But anyway, it turns out I've pretty much found out without proof, but Holy Spirit's proof enough um, that they're in a bad situation. Someone's in a bad situation in this. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm talking to somebody who is right now. I'm to you, okay? That somebody's in a situation where they're kind of breadcrumbing you and trying to tie up your nights by saying they're coming over and then they don't because and they leave you kind of hanging and it makes you feel like what the fuck. You're not mad. I mean, I'm not mad. It's just it's just it's just irritating to me because I could have had some other people over and I should have, but tonight those people are coming over. So, and it wasn't supposed to be like an overnight thing, or nothing like that. I've taken a vow of celibacy, but somebody out there that I'm speaking to has, if you're wondering why someone's breadcrumbing you and kind of like saying, I'd like to come and see you, doing my best to, yeah, just tell them the story. Somebody out there that I'm talking to, maybe a majority of you, if you're being breadcrumbed and, it's just, they're with someone else possibly, or they're in a situation that stresses them out and it's probably a person they're working on breaking up with or getting rid of, but they're too much of a softie and passive aggressive to actually get her done, and that's fine. It's like just don't bother us with it, because I'll be down if I'm gonna be with somebody that's again in my life that is just jumped out of the fire and wants to jump right into this frying pan. No, that doesn't work. People have to heal first and spend some time alone and not be afraid to be alone. So, what else you got for us, Holy Spirit? But what they'll do, oh, yeah, somebody, what they'll do is they'll keep you hanging on, and then you'll say, okay, well, after some time, you say, okay, are you coming? What's going on? And they don't answer, but it says the message is delivered. And, you're not, I wasn't mad if they showed up or not. It's just, he made plans with me and, for the last 2 nights, and there's another test for me. So somebody out there, you all might be going through the same thing. Oh yeah. This is what happened in the end. Yes, yes, yes. And what it is they're not answering you like they're saying, "Oh, I'm trying to make it. I'm in the middle of this or that, and I'm trying to make it." I hear stop. Okay, so we go. Trying to make it. Hope I get I'm pretty sure I'll be there. la, 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 la. So you just say, well, you know, to anybody else, you say, I've got company coming, and then it doesn't happen, and, and you like, okay, well, I'm going to bed, and you go to bed and you get a good night's sleep, and whatever. But it's because they're trying to get out of some sort of other karmic situation. Um, Probably another person. They've had it with them. They don't want to be with them anymore. They've made their choice of who they want, and we've let it go, you know. We've 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 just let it go, and it doesn't matter. But I have several different friends that come and visit and have dinner and or watch movies or whatever. And um, anyway, somebody else out there is going through this, and it's being shown to me so that I can share it with you and tell you, cut them off, because they're doing this to keep you held down, bound and tied, just like the cards were coming out last night. It was basically the same thing, and it got proven to me today in my clairvoyance and me asking certain questions, and they avoided those answering those questions. And I said, yeah, okay, well, no answer is an answer. I said that to myself. But I might have, no, I did type that. And then I just said, I'm going to bed. I hope you sleep well. And, from now on, this is not happening, because what they're trying to do is save you, hold you down so that you don't make plans with any other people, that you don't date anybody else, because they're planning on getting rid of somebody so that they can date you. And that ain't right. So y'all know what I'm saying. So yeah, I get a feel for these cards. I kind of wanted a lot to come out, and let's see if I can shorten up my blah blah blah. If somebody's, a page is messenger, page wants. Sorry, I've got my camera off. Let me fix it. Okay. It's page wants. I know it's kind of dark in here, but it is what it is. Um, in reverse, this person's upside down. They're they're bringing messages, kind of playing manipulative games, and maybe they were valid. I don't know what's going on, but they're upside down. I mean, look at it. Look at that wand. Look at the head on the thing. I don't think the person they're with values them anymore. They don't value the person either, and they're ready to get out. So they want to, push the burdens. Well, these are kind of the same cards as last night. So they're pushing these burdens up a hill. They're working hard to get these burdens pushed out and gone. Okay. And, but if they jump out of the frying pan and into the fire, they bring burdens with them. And the ex who they split from, if it's a jump from one frying pan into the other kind of situation, and they think that they're going to do that, the other person, even if they're done too, and maybe they're just waiting for a place to come available to move, and they're kind of like roommates right now, but I don't know, they're going to have some good days and try to work it out or whatever. You'd think, and they're not. I don't know if they'd be celibate or not. And since you don't live with them, you don't know. But what they're doing is putting you in a third party situation. Use your intuition on this. The roles could be reversed. You could be doing this to somebody, and you may really, really, really want out of a situation, and you have someone else in mind. And think about that for a while, please, after what I've just said. It's good for you and the other person. If you hermit for a while and heal this, all this, all these wands, all this baggage that was in that relationship, so you don't bring it into the next one. Okay, so somebody's trying to push wands up to a new situation, or trying to push wands out of an old situation. They're trying to clear things up because they have somebody else in mind. And I'm sure everyone's intentions are good, but just everybody jump out of denial. You know, the healing's got to be done, and it's not fair to the other person who you have in mind, or the other person they have in mind, depending on your situation. It's not fair. It's like, I know me. I I'm taking. I'm so happy for the separation time from my last relationship. I'm really grateful for the whole experience because it taught me so much, and I'm totally content and whole inside of myself. I feel like, the fact that he didn't make it 2 nights in a row, I- I'm fine with that, but I get what's going on, and I'm not fine with that. And so I basically, gently let him, I tipped him off that I was in an intuitive understanding about it, and then all of a sudden it was crickets. So I put the kibosh on that shit. And God bless them both, because breakups aren't easy. I don't care, even if you don't want to be together. But anyway, then we have the Three of Pentacles. So I'm thinking, this person that is wanting out of a situation is really busy working, 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 just spending all their time at work. They may have 3 or 4 jobs just so that on their days off, they're not home. And somebody's bringing the Holy Spirit trying to bring the Holy Spirit to them and say, well, they already know they're getting out, but maybe someone's bringing divorce papers, or they're bringing a contract. This is in the upright, so this is a good thing. It's like there's 3 stars, and it's like a holy trinity. And I noticed this whole shaped thing is shaped like this flashlight type thing in his hand, which he's using a flashlight to chisel work on a wall, or I don't know what he's building or doing or what. But somebody's come to him and said, "You're working too much. Um, it's time to work on getting this whole thing worked out one way or another, you know, making things right for yourself, the other person, and possible new love interests in the future." Okay. And I have a feeling that this person, there's a lot going on in their life, just a lot of stress and stuff. Um, they, I feel they didn't choose the right person, and they're starting to see that, or they've seen for a long time that they don't want it. So we come to the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So in the upright, it's the hand of the divine handing him the cup, and sweet freedom. And they're sitting under this tree of life. They can't see what's up there, and there there's 3 cups standing here, and they're just kind of staring at him like, what the hell am I gonna do with these 3 cups, um when they're not seeing the divine. They're not using access to the spiritual realms. They're not praying. They maybe have not awoken yet. And the divine's coming out and saying, um, get in a spiritual mode, start your awakening, and this whole deal may start someone's awakening process. Okay, so that was in the reverse, and so it's 5 of Wands. They're fighting it. Somebody's fighting a lot, and it's stressful, and it's chaotic, and it needs to end. But yes, they're in a hurry to end it and stop the fighting, and this is just hell on earth right here. This is just a battle. And the other person who is supposed to maybe move out of the house or whatever is making life hell. Is like, and so that's disturbing the other person. Maybe it might be your person who's really stressed out and wants this person gone so that they can start a life with you. But the battle is so tough because I'm feeling that there's no spiritual awakenings going on, or one of them is awakening. I feel it might be like your person. They're awakening and they want to go and be with you. They want to catch up. They see your awakening, and this other person has no awakening, and they don't resonate with them anymore, and it's driving them nuts. And it's, probably taken a long time for this person to maybe save up the money, or maybe they're just going to give them the money and say, "Okay, find an apartment and I'll give you the money and you just go." And they're working extra jobs to make sure it happens, and they're trying to stay out of the home because when they go home it's a battle. It's stress and chaos, and just it's not good. But you know, they should turn this Four of Cups right side up and get some Holy Spirit in their life. And they will. I believe they will, because the best thing for, if you're in this situation and you're waiting, or not waiting, but you've got your awakening and you're finding out this person might, they might live at a short distance, like enough of a distance, like maybe an hour and a half away, or an hour away, or 2 hours away, or something. And it makes it really difficult for them to see you because they work a lot. And um, you're in your awakening, and uh, you're not doing sleepovers and that kind of thing. And then you kind of get the hint, like, you know, I think maybe they might live with someone and they don't want to tell me because it's over. And how are they going to explain that to you and get you to believe it, And, but I truly believe it's over and they regret choosing this person, and the other person regrets the whole thing too. And it's just a big battle because they're both disturbed about their situation, okay? I don't think either one of them want to live together, but each one of them wants the situation to change and end. And I'm housing and stuff is really hard to find, and it's expensive, and the other person might not have great credit, so they're like, oh my God, I just want this over with so bad. Am I going to have to co-sign for them to get an apartment or something to get out of here so that I can move on with my person? Uh, Something like that, And but then that leaves like all this baggage connected with that person, which whoever they're left connected with, after a breakup in any way, um, that puts that in your life too. And I believe this person doesn't want to do all this to you, but they want to be with you really bad. And they're almost willing to do just about anything within reason, okay? Not anything um, physical, okay? They don't want to hurt anybody, but they're about lost their mind, and they're both losing their mind trying to figure out how to get somebody out of the house and someone else into their life, okay? But I believe, like, say if it's you that has somebody that's going through this with someone else, I'm getting the feeling that you're super independent, and you know you do well on your own. And if in their mind they're thinking, I got to get out of this so that I can start a relationship or a courtship freely with this other person, and I won't have to work so much because I won't be just wanting to be out of the home so bad. And I believe they have good jobs and they work every chance they get. And then they're trying to squeeze in time with you to hang on to you and not let anybody, they're trying to stake a claim on you kind of and keep you busy so that you don't start dating somebody else, and then they get rid of this person and they wanted to really be with you, and then you're gone, and no shade, It's just this stuff happens. It really does. So this is the Six of Swords, and it is like somebody is getting in a boat and with their child or their inner child, and they're move. See how the water over here is not calm, but the water over here is like glass. It's calm, and there's life and trees over here on this other side. And so this could be you. You've moved to calmer waters over your awakening, and you're leaving, and you're saying, I can't participate in this mess, and I've got to go, and I'm taking, this could be like your inner child, you're nurturing your inner child, or this may be the other person who wants out of that relationship. Um, Either one of them, they they want to divide peacefully and take their child or their inner child and heal their inner child wounds and go to calmer waters. Um, it feels to me like all three people in the situation want want the same thing. And somebody thinks, or knows that the calmer waters are with you. And I feel they have inner child wounding, but they're getting grounded in their heart chakra, and they're loyal, and they're faithful, and they want to take you